اچھا جی، بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔ کرونا وائرس کی جو صورتحال ہے وہ ظاہر ہے کہ آپ سب کو معلوم ہے کہ وہ بڑھتی جا رہی ہے۔ 17,000 سے زیادہ کیسز اور 300 سے زیادہ اموات۔ امپورٹنٹ بات یہ ہے، اہم بات یہ ہے کہ پاکستان میں ابھی تک اللہ کا شکر ہے کہ کوئی کیس نہیں ہے۔ ہم نے اپنی منصوبہ بندی مکمل کر لی ہے، ایئرپورٹس پہ پیسنجرز کو ریسیو کرنے کے حوالے سے اور ہاسپٹل میں ان کی کیئر کے حوالے سے۔ اگر خدا نخواستہ کوئی ایسی پرابلم ہوتی ہے کہ جس میں ہمارے پاس بہت زیادہ کیسز آنے شروع ہو گئے تو ہم نے پھر کیا کرنا ہے، ان تمام سینیریوز کو سامنے رکھتے ہوئے ہم نے اپنی پلاننگ مکمل کر لی ہے۔ ایئرپورٹ پہ ہمارے ایس او پیز کیا ہوں گے، کلینکل کیئر اور پریونشن کے حوالے سے ہمارے ایس او پیز کیا ہوں گے، وہ ہم نے ایشو کر دیے ہیں۔ صوبوں کے ساتھ مشاورت ہو گئی اور ان کے ساتھ بھی شیئر کر دیے۔ ہماری کچھ ٹیمیں اب پنجاب اور سندھ اور کے پی اور بلوچستان روانہ ہوں گی، جو کہ وہاں پہ ہمارا جو سٹاف ہے اور صوبائی محکموں کا جو سٹاف ہے ان کے ساتھ مل کے، تاکہ ہم سب لوگ ایک پیج پہ ہو سکیں۔ پچھلی پریس کانفرنس میں میں نے آپ سے بات کی تھی کہ پاکستان بہت جلد کرونا وائرس کی تشخیص کے حوالے سے، لیبارٹری میں تشخیص کے حوالے سے بہت جلد صلاحیت پیدا کر لے گا۔ تو کل ہمیں اس سلسلے میں ایک بڑی اچھی پیش رفت ہوئی، اور وہ یہ تھی کہ ہمیں جو کٹس ہم نے منگوائی ہوئی تھیں ایک دو ممالک سے، وہ ہمیں مل گئیں، اور اب ہم یہ کہہ سکتے ہیں کہ پاکستان میں کرونا وائرس کی اسپیسیفک ڈائگنوسس جو ہے وہ ہم کرنے کے اہل ہیں۔ 7 لوگ ہمارے انڈر آبزرویشن تھے، چائنیز اور پاکستانی، مختلف شہروں میں پاکستان کے، اور ان کے سیمپلز ہم نے کل چیک کیے ہیں کرونا وائرس کٹس کا استعمال کرتے ہوئے۔ اور اگین بڑی اچھی خبر یہ ہے اور بڑی خوشائن بات ہے کہ وہ 7 کے 7 نیگیٹو ہیں۔ چائنا میں نیو ایئر کے حوالے سے یہ جو پیریڈ ہے فرسٹ ویک آف فیبروری، اس میں فلائٹس میں ایک تعطل پیدا ہو جاتا ہے، کیونکہ آنے والی فلائٹس بہت کم ہو جاتی ہیں کیونکہ پیسنجرز بہت کم ہوتے ہیں۔ لیکن آج سے چائنیز فلائٹس جو ہیں ان کی آمد کا سلسلہ شروع ہو گیا ہے پاکستان میں۔ میں کل بھی اور آج بھی اسلام آباد ایئرپورٹ پہ اپنی ٹیموں کے ساتھ خود موجود تھا۔ کل ہم نے فل ریہرسل کی۔ آج جب پہلے مسافر آئے چائنا سے تو ان کو میں نے خود ریسیو کیا، پورا سسٹم جو ہے اس کا سٹیپ بائی سٹیپ اس سب کو جانچا، اور اللہ کا شکر ہے اگین کہ ہمیں کوئی سسپیکٹ یا مشتبہ شخص یا مسافر ایسا نہیں ملا کہ جس کو ہمیں انڈر آبزرویشن رکھنے کی ضرورت ہے ہاسپٹل میں۔ یاد رہے، جیسا کہ میں پہلے آپ کو بتا چکا ہوں، کہ کوئی بھی چائنیز یا کوئی بھی پاکستانی چائنا نہیں چھوڑ سکتا جب تک کہ وہ 14 دن کے وہاں پہ ڈیزیز فری پیریڈ نہ گزار لے، جسے ہم کوارنٹائن کہتے ہیں۔ تو یہ ایک بہت بڑا ہم نے بیریئر کریٹ کر دیا ہے کہ جس کی وجہ سے پاکستان اور پاکستان کے لوگ اور ہمارے بچے ایک بڑی حد تک محفوظ ہو گئے ہیں اس ایک میئر کی وجہ سے۔ آج جو فلائٹ آئی اس میں چائنیز بھی تھے، پاکستانی بھی تھے، اور ان کو ہم نے اپنے طے شدہ پلان کے مطابق ریسیو کیا۔ और उनको जहाँ ज़रूरत थी वो मेजर्स लिए, उनके हेल्थ डिक्लेरेशन फॉर्म्स लिए जो कि स्पेशली हमने इस मकसद के लिए बनाया, और ओवरऑल सूरत हाल काफ़ी तसल्ली बख्श है। आज मैंने एक मीटिंग चेयर की है कि जिसमें तमाम सूबों के और तमाम सेक्टर्स के नेशनल लेवल पे उनके हाई ऑफिशियल्स ने शिरकत की है, और हमने रिव्यू किया है सूबों में सूरत हाल का, और उसमें कई चीज़ें सामने आई हैं जिनके ऊपर हम अगले 24 घंटे में अमल दरामद करेंगे और अपने निज़ाम को मज़ीद बेहतर करेंगे और अपने पोर्ट ऑफ एंट्रीज़ को मज़ीद मुस्तहकम करेंगे। ये तो चंद बातें थी मेरी तरफ से। आज की जो खुसूसी बात है प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की वो है कि पाकिस्तान में चीन के जो सफ़ीर हैं, हिज एक्सीलेंसी याओ जिंग, he is with me, he's sitting on the right side, and we have especially requested him to speak with the people of Pakistan through you, and also reassure and share from his perspective what he is seeing in Pakistan, the preparations, as well as what information he has from his capital Beijing about the situation of the outbreak and about the situation of the people in general, but especially Pakistani people in China, and especially the students, because obviously we are all very concerned about them. So he will be talking about these few points, and then we will take some questions and answers once he has spoken. जहाँ आपको समझें कि इसकी ट्रांसलेशन करने की ज़रूरत है तो I will myself try to translate what he is going to say. So it is my pleasure to invite His Excellency Ambassador of China Yao Jing to address this press conference. Yes, please come to this. Yeah, that's okay.
Good afternoon. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. This is the only Urdu, and maybe not Urdu, I can speak and say. I'm very honored, and I thank that the media friends for your kind attention, and also appreciate the Honorable Minister of Health for his, I think, daily contacts with our embassy, with us, regarding the monitoring of the situation of this coronavirus. And I would like to just brief a little about the outbreak. I think that the situation is still quite serious in China. Till this morning, there are 17,000 confirmed cases, and there are 21,000 suspects, and 361 people unfortunately died, and 512 have been killed. There's a good development is that right now we have more killed than the fatalities. So this means that we have grasped maybe more experience that in dealing with this challenge, in dealing with this disease. As far as the Chinese government or China is concerned, I think that since this outbreak, since 22nd of January, that the Chinese government started a series of restriction measures. It happened exactly during our Spring Festival holidays. So the first measure was extension of our Spring Festival holidays. Previously it was 1 week. Right now we had 10 days till yesterday. Second is that we stop or suspend all the public celebrations and events. And thirdly, that we impose very strict movements of the communities and people in China, because the people-to-people contact could be the major channel of contamination. So in China, we have very strict imposition of the movement, and basically by the transportation and these things. Second is that we are doing everything to monitor and follow the development of this coronavirus. And we are doing our every efforts trying to trace or have a kind of research to have an early effective treatment or the medication of this virus. And thirdly is that we are in constant contact with WHO, World Health Organization, and other countries to be transparent and responsible, to brief development and to brief what we are doing against this. And the Director General of WHO visited China, I think 3 days ago, and I think he appreciated all the efforts China has been doing since the late January. Although that the WHO has announced it is an international emergency, it's a kind of public health emergency of international concern, but the WHO also appreciates the Chinese efforts in curtailing or containing this outbreak, and the WHO definitely does not recommend any trade or travel limitations or restrictions as far as China is concerned. So this is what China is doing. I think that we are confident when faced with this kind of challenge, we would have the capability, have the confidence, have the determination to overcome this plague or this challenge for us. Second, I think China is responsible. China is responsible for its own people. China is responsible for the international community. China, of course, is more responsible for its friends. As far as Pakistan is concerned, first of all, that we are very much appreciating the moral and also concrete support extended by the Pakistani leaders and the government and the people. For example, the Honorable President of Pakistan, Dr. Alvi, and also the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Imran Khan, both they wrote letters to our leaders expressing their solidarity. The Honorable Foreign Minister, Mr. Qureshi, also had a telephone call and issued a statement standing with the Chinese government and the nation. I think that this is a very, very significant and strong support for Chinese government, for Chinese people when we are dealing with this challenge. I think the minister mentioned that basically for the Pakistani citizens in China, I think we are also very much concerned their health, their situation, their well-being. I think that right now, because there is quite a large number of the Pakistani citizens or Pakistani people who are working or living in China. But I think in the center, or we call it the red zone of Wuhan, where this this disease is the most serious. There are about 538 Pakistani, basically they are students in the city since 22nd of January, because we shut off this city and also the province. So I think that the whole population of this city is 11 million people. So there's 500 people along with 11 million Chinese and thousands of foreigners from more than 100 countries. I think that they are still in the region and in the city. They did face some of the difficulties, some of uneasiness, inconvenience. We totally understand. But I think that this is just temporary. So I think your government, especially your Ministry of Foreign Affairs, your Ministry of Health, your embassy in Beijing, have expressed this kind of concern to the Chinese government and authorities, and they are in constant contact with us in addressing their difficulties or their inconveniences. So I think after almost 10 days, right now, each foreigners, including Pakistanis, have been identified and localized, and that they have been well attended and also well looked after. But I know that I have to thank media, because you are providing us a lot of clues, a lot of information for these Pakistani friends and students. We are treating the Pakistani friends as our own. Sometimes they are more valuable than our own. So I can assure that every and each Pakistani friend in China will be looked after. Second is regarding that the travel between China and Pakistan. I believe the minister mentioned that this morning we have 2 flights from China, taking about totally is about 130 Pakistani citizens back to home, back to Pakistan. There are several points from our side. We are trying to first that we are not allowing those residents from Hubei province or Wuhan city to travel abroad, not only abroad but travel domestically in China. So those peasants, this morning we have 12 Chinese who came to Pakistan. First, they are not from Hubei province. They don't have any history of traveling to that province, the city. Second, right now we don't encourage Chinese passengers to travel abroad. So there are less and less. In case of only for the very necessary purpose, then they are allowed to travel to Pakistan or to any other countries. Second, before traveling in China, they have to be observed for 2 weeks, 14 days, that to detect any kind of symptoms of this virus, coronavirus. Until they are cleared, can they start their international or domestic travel. Second is that after arriving in Pakistan, every and each Chinese citizen will be traced and registered by our embassy and also by the local, we call the local associations. We have 3 local associations of Chinese communities, 1 Chinese companies associations, because they are looking, all the Chinese company will be monitored by this companies association. Second, we call the overseas Chinese association, because they are composed of these individual Chinese citizens who are doing their individual and private business. So this association will monitor all the individual Chinese travelers in Pakistan.